Collin, Collin and Hayden, they were lobbing the ball quite a bit towards you guys. When playing against them, did you expect that kind of creative play, and how did you problem solve around that?
Yeah, Callan's known to have the best lob in the game, so we certainly knew it was coming, but he disguises it really well, so you have to make adjustments in the match. I typically hug the line a little bit more than what I was doing in that match, just to defend against the lob. And Hayden hit some good shots here and there, and I can't remember if he threw up any lobs, but it felt like we were getting lobbed all the time. So you just got to stick with it and know that eventually your game will win out.
Ben, the ball was hitting the tape a lot during this match, and do you ever try to, obviously you want to keep the ball as close to the net as possible, but is there ever a strategy around hitting the tape?
Only in practice with him. That's when I try to do it. But no, normally in a match, sometimes on a lot of shots, you need some margin over the net. On drives and attacks, you're trying to keep it low. So if you're feeling those two shots, drives and attacks, and you're keeping them low effectively, then coincidentally you're just kind of going to get a good amount of net chords. Felt like we got a good amount, they got a good amount, which is probably a sign that we're both attacking pretty well.
Yeah. How did you approach the second game, seeing how Collin and Hayden finished the first game fairly strong?
Yeah, they reeled off a few points. I think it was maybe 10-6, and they got it back to 10-10, so they kind of wanted to carry that momentum into game two. But I felt like we did a pretty good job of not allowing that and got off to a pretty good start. And then the second game turned out to be very similar to the first game, where we kind of let them back in. They got to 9 before we were able to close it out. So there were periods in the match where we played well, but I felt like it was a lot of touch and go where we weren't really in a great rhythm. So that's something to be expected when it's hot and you're playing in altitude. So again, you got to stick with it and know eventually they're going to go in.
So on Championship Sunday, you guys will be playing Federico and Pablo Tellez. What's your mindset going into that match?
Pretty much what we normally talk over, a couple strategic points for any team, so we'll do that. Other than that, we're going to play like we always do and hopefully lock it in a little bit in the altitude, and we'll adapt if need be, but I think most of the same stuff as we normally do.